Hello, little dreamers. Tonight's story is about a very brave and kind queen from the Bible named Esther. She showed great courage to help her people. Are you ready to hear her amazing story? Long ago, in a faraway kingdom called Persia, there lived a young woman named Esther. She was kind, gentle, and loved by everyone who knew her. Esther was raised by her cousin Mordecai, who taught her to trust God and do what is right. The palace where Esther lived was grand and shiny, with tall golden walls and sparkling jewels everywhere. But Esther wasn't always a queen. She was just a regular girl who loved her family and her people, the Jews. One day, the king of Persia chose her to be his queen because of her gentle heart and kindness. One day, Esther's cousin Mordecai came to her with terrible news. A man named Haman, who worked for the king, had made a plan to harm Esther's people. Mordecai told Esther, "You must help us. Maybe God made you queen for this very moment." But Esther felt scared. She told Mordecai, "If I go to the king without being called, I could be punished. What if he gets angry?" Mordecai reminded her to trust God. Esther prayed and asked God for courage. After 3 days of praying, Esther dressed in her royal robes and walked to the king's throne room. Her heart was beating fast, but she knew she had to be brave. When the king saw her, he smiled and held out his golden scepter. That meant she could speak. Esther told the king about Haman's plan and asked him to save her people. The king listened carefully and became very angry with Haman for his wickedness. He made a new law to protect the Jews, and Esther's bravery saved them all. From that day on, Esther was remembered as the brave queen who trusted God and stood up for her people. The Jews celebrated how God used Esther to protect them, and they called the celebration Purim. Tonight's story reminds us that being brave and kind can make a big difference, even when we feel scared. When we trust God and do the right thing, amazing things can happen. Thank you for listening, little dreamers. If you liked tonight's story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Realms of Possibility for more beautiful bedtime stories. Good night and sweet dreams.